What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to the AM, everybody. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants, the show predicated on the journey of life and business. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Well, last episode, I talked about your ability to think and how it's a lost art. And I actually want to talk about something that directly connects with your ability to think and you actually going through critical thinking and different thought processes without outsourcing them. And I actually really want to talk about communication because, again, it is something that is highly overlooked and highly underrated. And if you think about it, and for most people that I've talked to, when they were raised and they were growing up, they were raised by their parents, and as children, their parents never took the time and actually talked to them or taught them how communication works and how to communicate. And communication goes directly hand in hand with your ability to think and with your ability to critically think. And if you are able to actually move through things logically and critically think very clearly and precisely in your mind, you'll be able to communicate better. And they go hand in hand. For instance, you might start learning how to communicate better, and then your thinking changes. For whatever reason, your language and your voice is directly connected to your ability to think. But communication in general is really underrated, and we tend to underrate the things that are just given to us and that just naturally occur in our lives. And your ability to think and your ability to communicate are two of your most important faculties and skill sets in life, right? So think about it this way. If you are not able to communicate clearly, it doesn't matter what kind of skill sets you have. It doesn't matter what kind of offering you have as a person or an individual. Nobody is going to be able to connect with you. Nobody is going to actually be able to identify your value. Nobody is going to be able to actually align with you and then your goals and their goals to come together to where there's a mutual agreement or partnership. Think about it this way too. All relationships start through communication and are maintained through communication, and that's directly tied to your ability to communicate. If you take a step back and you look at how most businesses operate, one of their primary sources of income and livelihood for the business, or blood flow, is through communication. That's what marketing is. Marketing is simply communication. And if businesses do not communicate clearly, if they do not communicate precisely, they're not going to actually have revenue generated from sales, because sales come from communication. If you look at the sales process, whether it's a product or whether it's actually a service, they all come through communication. And whether you know it or not, whether you're in business or not, it doesn't matter. You're actually always in a sales position. You are always selling or communicating your ideas, selling your opinions, and going through negotiations to get other people on board with your opinions, on board with your ideas to execute things the way you want to execute, even all the way down to doing dishes. If you got kids, you negotiate with them every single night to go to bed or to brush their teeth or to eat their vegetables. And all of this is predicated on a skill set that's overlooked and not taught. And even classes in school do not teach communication very well. Sure, you get to college, there's classes on communication, how to communicate, different things like this. But communication, for whatever reason, is underrated. It's also interesting that one of the bigger fears that most people have is public speaking. But that's when communication really matters, because you're actually always public speaking. Whether you're in front of a single person or whether you're in front of 10 or 100, you're always publicly speaking. Because communication and our ability to communicate, it automatically forms a bridge for us to connect with many people or just a single person. And then that bridge allows different things in our lives to happen, from relationships, from entertainment and fun, from business, from work. And if you look at the heart of most everything in society, it is based around communication. That's why a lot of people, and like 50 years ago, everything was based around the table. So the family could come, talk, communicate, right? That's how I grew up. We always ate dinner, would normally eat Saturday morning breakfasts to communicate, to talk with each other. If you look at some of the most successful companies in the world, what are they based around? Communication. Look at Apple. Apple's based around communication, right? Even look at SpaceX. What's part of the primary purpose of SpaceX? Starlink. Communication. So anyways, I'm just saying, if you haven't thought about this, if you really want to change your life and do something small that only requires a small few steps, Focus on communication and learning how to communicate better. And then you'll watch your thinking change too. Anyways, guys, I'm out of time, so I'll catch y'all later. Peace.